Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Crisis169 coming to you with another upload video here. I'm here, you're there. Let's get on to it. Now I gotta go through and get rid of some utility here. The utility um situation at hand here, though. The winners of the 200 sub um winner of 200 sub sorry. Um, kind of some 200 sub winners here are for the 1 month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is Light is Swagboy 717. Gamer tag Light down below, whatever. Sorry guys, and Struggling Boxing is actually the second one. Boomastic, Bombastic, sorry. Both those gentlemen have won the 200 won the 1 month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate sub challenge. Thank you guys who entered. Thank you guys for liking the video, watching the video. Most of you guys didn't enter your gamer tag, so I'm assuming you guys didn't really care for it. That is fine. Like I said, though, it's first come first serve. I picked two people. Only technically two people has entered, so I went ahead and picked those two. I checked my other. I even checked my likes too. I had likes in the video, but I couldn't find anybody had gamer tags, so I went ahead and just picked those two. Um, Not bad turnout. The guys, I don't expect you guys to jump all over yourselves to do stuff like that because every YouTuber does that kind of stuff. They'll give away some random prizes. Some people can give away a gaming rig or an Xbox, and I would, but financially for me, it's not financially appeasing to me. Like I said, I have to live in my own house. Things happen. I have to sit there and pay for things with money. And like a lot of you guys have things that happen that cost money. So I know boxing and the other gentlemen are going to like it a lot because they both told me they enjoy it and it'd be good for them to get a 1 month free a Game Pass Ultimate. So now all they gotta do is, if they want to keep it, then they have to pay for their own pocket out of their own pocket. But 1 month on me, um, I understand a lot of people didn't watch my videos. A lot of you guys viewed them, and I appreciate it. But guys, I can't give Xboxes away and gaming rigs away. I don't have the financial capability for that. Like I said, I own my own house, but I have limitations in my finances. You know, First thing first, my car is important to me in a house in myself. But I will do small things like that. I thought about doing if I hit 500, do like a Steam card giveaway. A lot of people have Steam, obviously on PC, watching me on PC, and I don't know if it'd be $20 or it'd be $50. I don't know for sure. But with Steam, you gotta be careful because I had a card I talked about last time that was already used. And my sister went through hell and fire to get information, and the banks finally had to step in and do some stuff. But it's all taken care of. It was fixed and whatever that kind of was. So, but still, I'll probably do something like that when I hit 500 subs. I'll do like a Steam card giveaway. It's still a long way away. Or I may do a 300. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Finances happen. So, well, guys, today we're 100% reviewing the Power A Ops V3. Power A means overpowered. Ops means, well, wait for it. Ops means overpowered services. A series. Overpowered series. Not services. Series. Overpowered series. Ops. Ooh, not right. Yeah. It came in a thing like this. Box it here. Had to tear it all apart to get it up here. The other controller I have is in this box, so it comes in like this with 3D with a kind of a graphical detail. It's nice. It costs about $70 up at GameStop. I got it at. It was $100, but they marked it down a little bit, try to get rid of it. That's what it looks like. Ooh and ah, I know. You have buttons for days. You got more buttons for days on this thing. You got a switch here that goes from RF, Bluetooth, to when you plug it into hardwired into the computer or to your computer of choice. You can only use this. You got a parent button right here, and you got a other button right here for something. You got a power button right here, and you got buttons here for the RF and all the way up to when you put it in landline. You want to make landline. You want to put it wired. Plug it in, or just like a wire controller. Um, dongle right here is a 10-foot cable. Little dongle for it is right there. Weird design for it, but it does work like this. I thought, okay, well, I'll take it out and put it into the USB. I plugged it in. Since I turned it on, then connected right away. Um, it's magnetized. You see, if you want to magnetize now, it has to be facing like this, with a weird direction, and it's magnetized. It's not a very strong magnet, but magnet enough. It's not a very strong magnet, but magnet enough to where it will magnetize. And how it holds into place like that, and let sit there. The light come on. See, light comes on and starts flashing. Means it's charging. Technically, there it goes. Pretty cool design. If you want to play it hard surface, you just pop it like this, pop it up. So no, it does magnetize. And I know some phones do that. Some phones do that as well too. Um, some phones will do that. They'll magnetize where it'll hold like that, so it charges. And you put it up there when you can. You turn it over like this, turn it over like that, and put it on. And put it on. It works pretty good. Um, Now, the pros of the thing is wireless. It can be wired to. It's multiple things you can use. Many buttons. It's programmable. You program the thing to work any way you want to. The trigger fingers here have all the way where you can do a no, very little to the floor, halfway to the floor, or all the way to the floor. I always play kind of halfway when I'm playing games like Helldivers 2 and games like this thing. It does glow. You got to turn it on like this. One, two, three. Comes on and it connects. It shows connecting right now. Pretty sweet. Um, Push the button there, and for some reason it brings up that. Push the button here, and it'll bring up the display information, especially on PC. It'll show you all the information you need to see. If you are on PC, obviously, it'll show you your performance, frames per second, whatever that kind of genre. You can turn it off, turn it on to restart it. If you have to restart it or whatever. I'm gonna turn it off here. Um, and being noise it turns off to restart it. And after you hit the reset button, there's a small little air button right here that takes literally paperclip and goes into it and resets it if you have to reset it. To reactivate it, to reboot it again, technically you hold down these two, hold them down, and it'll reprogram. It'll turn itself back on. Um, it's good. There's button for days. Programmable. Has a 1200 battery life. So the battery is pretty beefy. It's 1200, so it'll last you a good long while. Um, mm, no mic output. Windows 10, 11, PC, Android, smart TV. So it'll work with a smart TV. If you're playing Game Pass on a smart TV, still you can use this. What it says, smart TV with supported gaming apps, probably Game Pass Ultimate, maybe, and maybe even Amazon Luna. I haven't tried it on the Amazon Fire TV. I might try it eventually, see if it'll work. Um, yeah, 1200 battery, up 30 hours of playtime, lithium ion, chargeable, had button for days. The raw features are decent. I'm just saying the app to do this stuff, I'm gonna get it out of the way, is garbage. The Power A app to test this stuff and to get it to configure and do all the testing and to get it to calibrate is trash. You can use a third party one or like that. That's trash out of the way. I'm not even going to try to even explain to you why it's trash. It's just trash. Okay, if you have the version one of this, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. Version three is good. It's heavy for a controller. Like it's like 60, $100, pretty heavy. Will this beat out a Logitech Pro controller? Probably not. No. Will this beat out I think they have a Legion controller. I think they have a Legion or something like that. They're not going to be a gaming controller. I think they have a Razer controller. I think they have Logitech. I do believe they have other ones too. Will this beat out the high end ones? No, not in the sense of precision. This has probably a 1.2 millisecond difference to 1.3. Um, with the firmware updates that you get with it could help that include firmware update could help inside because it's Hall effect triggers and Hall effect joysticks, so it's all magnetized. Means it's all powered by a magnet, so it's more precision, more easier. It's guaranteed not to do the. Well, that's cool, boxing. Hope you enjoy it, buddy. Um, this is not designed to take away from a Logitech Pro or the bigger Pro controllers. The V3 is a good controller. It works really well. Second con, well, the biggest pro is the price. It was $100. Now it's $69. If you can get this at a GameStop for $69 or cheaper, go for it. It's a good pro controller. You'll like it. It has button for days. You can program anything from fighters to racing games, whatever. It'll program it for. The instruction manual, I've lost mine. It's somewhere in my room. I think it's in my drawer here. I gotta find it real quick when I get a chance. And you can program. You have these other buttons. You have buttons for days. I mean, you have fame safe buttons, safe face buttons you see on Xbox or any Internet controller. Ooh and ah, it's really good. The RGB lighting is really good, and you can change it. The app ain't too bad when it comes to lighting. When it comes to configuring stuff, it can be kind of rough. Power A app ain't so bad. I've heard a convicting report for you have to use this one. You can't use the one that you use for other Power A controllers. You must use the one for you go on in the App Store. Well, the App Store one is just weirder. One YouTuber said it almost bricked his, and he had to restart it by holding down the select and start button to reboot it. Once you get the little paper clip into the reset port, push the button to automatically reset it. Then you have to do all that crap over again. Now I'm gonna try the PC version and not go to the website, but go to the app store and see if I can find one for this and see how well it works. But both apps have like a 2.3, 2.5 rating. It is not Titanic, folks. I mean, this is not the Titanic when it comes to the controllers. It's not going to be having a hit song sung after it, and 30 years later, people going to be so praising it. This is a good controller for secondary controller. I buy controllers, guys, to use them. Like I still have the Xbox One, the Xbox controller I use for the 8-bit do. It's in this box right here because I don't have a lot of room and I lost the box for it. But I try to use every controller I can for many times. I've used it for about 2 weeks now, and it's a great controller. Biggest con is the connection. Oh my god, the connection could be such ass. I can't believe this little thing here, little dongle on a big ass cord, can be so damn problematic. I plugged this little dongle into my computer, same problem. I resetted it, same problem. I did everything I could to get it to stay connected. The only thing I found out how to get the thing to work and stay workable is each time I play the game, I repair the damn controller with the dongle. I haven't tried my 8-bit do controller. It won't 8-bit do adapter receiver. It will not pick this up at all. And Bluetooth, I heard, is worse on this thing than else. But I'm gonna try to buy a Bluetooth stick for controllers and see if this will work on it and what I get from it. And I'll get a little better review on the Bluetooth side. But we're talking about the RF side. Now, plugging it in to the computer through the 10-foot cable pops in. It holds on almost like a device grip on there. Holds perfectly, no issue. It charges, and you can still play that as it's fully charged. It says it doesn't damage it if you play it when wired in, even if it's fully charged or not. I always unplug it now. If I'm going to work, I always unplug it, let it sit there for a couple of days and plug it back in and play it, or use it wirelessly. When the wireless works on this thing, it's great. When it doesn't work, you're running continuously in Helldivers 2, you're running into a bug and getting killed, or off a cliff, or into a wall. Then it'll magically reconnect again. I tried anything think of. I'm gonna probably go to the apps and download the actual um, thing for this and actually update it that way. Is to see if the updates will actually cause it to stop doing that. It could be something because I had to know. I used my 8-bit do a controller cable on the with the dongle. I thought, okay, well, maybe that was it. Because who needs a 10-foot cable when you're sitting, a foot and a half away from your computer? Now, I'm not gaming out my door there. I'm not playing a game while I'm gaming out my door playing Helldivers 2. I'm sitting outside in the hallway playing a video game. It's kind of strange. I get it. People put game, but this is a gaming rig. This is not an Xbox you can put it on a shelf somewhere. And meanwhile, no, this won't work with an Xbox PlayStation. Just so don't even ask. I tried to pair it with the Xbox, and it just kept spinning around, like I was an idiot. So no, it kept telling me I was a jackass. What it kept telling me. So it wasn't going to work. So it's like, no, this doesn't work with that. It's only PC and cloud. Now it'll probably work with my phone if I want to bust out some table pool or whatever and play table pool with a controller, by all means. But I doubt you're going to need $100 controller to go play to bust that game of table pool. I'm sorry. If you're buying that for that, then I don't. Nothing's going to help your finances. Because if you can spend $100 on that, then you need help with finances. But anyway, though, it's a good controller. It works real well. Thank you, Boxing, for showing up, buddy. Appreciate it. Uh, I do appreciate you showing up to my video here. But yeah, it's a great controller. Powerade makes some decent stuff. This here's Powerade 2 as well. Wire controller. It's cheap. You get what you pay for, kind of thing. Um, you get what you pay for. This is heavier. than this. It has a battery in it, yes, but my PS5 controller is almost about the same weight as this. So I'm thinking, if you're going with brass tacks and all, my PS5 controller is working good for over a year since I had it, so I haven't heard complaints about it. But it does work. It works well for what it does. Now, the price is a good saving grace in this thing. If you get it for $50, say, if you find one at GameStop for $50 on Black Friday, I'll pick it up. $70, brand new, not a bad deal for this. But if you're punching pennies and you can't afford it, then buying this is fine. Just understand, it has no Hall effects, so drifting will happen probably within a few months, maybe a year. I've been doing this for 2 weeks, no issues. So we'll see what happens. Because I'm playing Doom on this, no problem with Doom, Dark Ages, Helldivers 2. The only game it doesn't work with is Far Cry 5, and that's only DualShock 4, and I had to break out the old DualShock 4 controller to play that. PS5 won't connect to it. It won't register to PS. It won't recognize PS5 controller. Pretty weird, huh? So that being said, though, I do recommend this controller, but with caveats. You're gonna have to understand the controller. You're gonna need to learn to control how the controller works. You're gonna learn how the controller adapts and works to your system. It may be flawless. It may work ink. When I plugged it in, it worked pretty fine. You may have to go in settings and play with it a little while. You might have to use RF instead of Bluetooth. You might have to use Bluetooth or RF. You might say, hell with it, and just plug it in, use it as a plug-in controller. Either way, it's a good controller, and I recommend it. But there's caveats to it. There's issues to it, and you will have to have a little bit, not tech savviness, understanding that when it doesn't work, you have to push in these two buttons uh, to reset it. Hold it down for like 10 seconds, and it'll reboot itself. That's something you have to do. Because I disconnected this from my computer and it'll pain in the butt. The guy calls it IT. She's like, well, why don't you reset it? Push two buttons and boom. I'll show you how much I know about PC gaming. But I knew that was an option, but I was trying to do everything else but that option to make sure. But like I said, though, it does work. And work it does. But when it doesn't work, damn. It's crap when it doesn't want to work. Because it's difficult sometimes not to get the thing to work. It can be almost trial tribulations. But it works a lot when you turn it on. It works. It will work for you. But you might have those hiccups and glitches where it disconnects, or if you hit the wrong button, in your settings and you disconnect it. Always remember the start and select button. Hold it down, and it will reset. It will reboot itself. You turn it on and do that, it will reboot. It will reconnect. Now, if you're plugged in wiredly, it probably wouldn't even matter at all. So if you can buy this for like a cheap version to save some money, you will save money because this thing also has a big pro adjustable thumbsticks. See how it went there? How low they are? 2, 3, 2, 3, back down to 1. See the difference? 1 and 3. No, pretty cool, huh? Now, if you like low thumbsticks, you could do that, but you can mess with it. If you want to have 2 or 3, I usually put it on 2 at least. Extra room. 3 is a little straining, but 2 is pretty good for me. High off the ground, so you don't have to go buy those stupid little extenders. Pop one more. 3. Pop it down again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See? One, two, all the way up, down, one, one. See, pretty sweet, huh? It does. It does have a lot of advantages. So I recommend this controller, but with some caveats, understanding that it's a good controller. You can program the RGB. You can program the extra buttons. Latency could be some issue if you do like a latency test on those third party calibration tests. You might find some latency issues, but 11% is not too bad. Like 1.2%, 1.3% uh, legacy differential or issue. I don't notice a difference. So now I haven't played Battlefield Call of Duty with this thing yet, so I don't know for sure how it will do in those twitchy shooters like that. It may be enough where I can squeeze by, or maybe no half a second off and it's too much. When the most second off, who knows? But if it does work real well and does have it, it did together and does get updates like it's been doing, the firmware update could help the calibration better because it's Hall effect joysticks. It's magnetized. So in the everything else is mechanical. So it is pretty good. It's really good. And I enjoy it. Big con is, like I said, when issues happen with it can be hard to fix. Another good con is that it works with PC out of the box. Um, it shouldn't be a problem out of the box, PC out of the box. This thing. Um, but then again, your PC different. If you have Windows, anything but Windows 10, older version of 10, you haven't updated it in a while. This may not work for you. Hey, Russian. Um, but if you have Windows 11 like I do Pro, it'll work right out of the box. Well, guys, this is my video. This is my review. Once again, in closing, setup and closing, I say, and buy or pass, I say buy it. You can buy it now for $70 or wait for a deal. Black Friday, whatever, or if you get a good markdown again, pick it up at GameStop. But I would not pass on this. If you want a pro controller that's heavy and feels very rugged and has, it has this shit together, this is a good controller outside the cons I've mentioned. And you can go on YouTube and type in Power 8 Ops V3 controller and have a lot of reviews too as well on this. You get a lot of reviews on this before you make a decision. I bought this because I saw it at GameStop for about 6 months and I finally bought it about 2 weeks ago. And I must say, it's a great little controller. I love it. It's awesome. Um, but that's what I like about it. Well, guys, this is my review. Hope you guys like my review. Once again, comment down below. Like, subscribe, notification, ring that bell. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everybody.